So it's story time again with Mutt. So the year is 2010, and I'm the site supervisor for a insurance company that my primary job is to make sure that I keep away people who are trying to vandalize the building, keep away vagrants, and that kind of thing. Not that there was that much of a problem with it. I also did the standard fire watch and that sort of thing. Well, I go in on this particular night, and we have a row of cameras to my left. And on one of the cameras, on camera 4, it says check COP. Or SOP, excuse me. The SOP is the standard operating procedure, which is in a binder, a 3-ring binder, in the drawer to my right. So I pull that out, and there's a tab on the front. It says revised as of, and then that date. So I flip it open, and in the first page there is the revision that states that all patrols are suspended until further notice. Primary objective is monitor camera 4. Okay, which I thought was a little strange. So I called my direct supervisor, and I was like, I told him, I was like, am I reading this right? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'll explain everything when I get out there in about 20 minutes. So I go, okay. So I maintain the monitoring of camera 4 for the 20 minutes. Sure enough, he pulls in, and I let him in, and he proceeds to explain to me that a now former employee of said company had accosted and absconded off with one of the geese. Now, they had several mating pairs of geese that would nest under the dogwood trees that were at the end of the rows in the parking lot. You know how, like at Lowe's or whatever, they've got those trees that are planted at the end of the islands. Well, that's where the geese were nested up. Well, apparently this one particular individual decided that he was going to not only verbally let his dissatisfaction at being let go known, he was going to now accost one of the geese. So he takes it, and they've got it on camera. He actually had taken the goose, caught the goose, and tossed it into the trunk, slammed the trunk, and left with the goose in. And they were proceeding. They'd had the license plate number, so they knew where he was, that it lived, and everything. And they were pursuing the legal ramifications on their end. Had nothing to do with me. But they were worried about this mother goose, who was now left to fend for her eggs alone. So they literally changed the entire operating procedure for 6 weeks. Actually, probably closer to 8 weeks. So roughly 2 months. Until these eggs were hatched and the goslings were old enough to waddle off. My sole job was to monitor this mama goose as she slept on these eggs at night. Now, I've had some very strange and unusual details while working security, but this one had to have topped the cake, folks. I was Mutt, the goose guard, for 8 weeks.